Hello and welcome to the mic test. Oh, those are some blips and some blops. Joining us, as always, is Dr. Frank Ugachin. So, Dr. Ugachin, what can you tell us about the latest trials that you've been running?
I made a serum that makes it so that half the time everything that you say is a scream!
Incredible. I can't wait.
Do you want to try some?
No, thank you. I already have enough screams within me that are going to unleash me.
The scream should be external!
Now, the thing that I thought would be kind of interesting is, of the Tropical Club members, and I guess Laura's kind of a special exception since she's not really from the human world, but who's listening? Who has the most mainstream taste in music, and who has the most, you listen to Norwegian metal?
Does Minatsu low-key strike you as a basic B?
Kind of.
I feel like she would be like, I like pop music, and I like pop culture, and...
I think she and Songo and Asuka all really fit into, they just listen to, whatever's on the radio, and then Minori's over here being like, I listen to Finnish death metal and Chinese monk hymns. Those are the only two.
See, I liked Norwegian death metal for Songo, but there's an indie, I think it's a metal band, and they have a song that's literally just the word panda over and over. And I think they'd appeal to Songo.
Okay, I could see that. All right. Well, we have places to be and people to visit, so
and screams to scream.
Yes, absolutely. So I think that's been your mic test.
Woo! Are we recording?
We are now recording.
Hello, fellow thoughts and hoes, and welcome to the Ass and Podcast. My name is Kat, and I am your moist towelette.
I'm Joel, and I'm the... But don't you dare call me that in front of your mother.
Okay, we can do the real intro now.
And Minori said to me, would you like some papaya? And I said, I'm not your mother last night. And she took offense to that.
Papaya or papussy?
Papaya or papaya? No. America's next hot papaya. Next hot papaya.
Papaya. Densetsu no papaya.
That's gonna be a papaya for me, dog.
We put some papaya in your papaya so you can papaya while you papaya.
Are you ready? Because tonight's competition is for the immunity papaya.
And welcome to the amazing papaya.
Welcome to Whose Papayas Anyways, a show where all the lines are made up and the papayas don't matter.
The papayas don't matter? It's impossible. Or is it impossible?
I'm gonna need you to tone it down. I yes-anded you once, and that should have been enough.
You just kept going. I was gonna do the real intro. Hello, fellow seekers of the legendary papaya, and welcome to
Cure of the What Now?
The one show where we know the best way to support a depressed friend is to dig that hole for them to throw themselves in. My name is Kat, and I am the legendary fruit that was really friendship.
Very interesting, very interesting. I'm the co-host Joel, and you assured me you weren't using that as your punchline, so let me just try and see if there's anything else from the episode that was good.
Wait, no.
I am a man who has frozen time, except for people who aren't frozen. No.
Pause.
Yeah.
I thought you meant, is that what I'm gonna be? I didn't know. Okay, so welcome to Cure of the What Now, the one show where we know fruit tastes better when licked with friends. No, even a substance you've never tried can be tasty if you lick it with a pal. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, excellent.
Hello, fellow seekers of the legendary papaya, and welcome to...
Cure of the What Now?
That was an interesting way to do our title. Is that what it is? Yeah. Welcome to... No. The one show where we know...
Cure of the What Now?
Why? Why is this happening? We tried to do this intro 4 times.
Check out the bloopers and extras reels, which someday I will upload to YouTube in a separate video.
I'm going to try this one more time.
Yeah.
We're tightening our serious business ties. That is an excellent segue into our main episode discussion point. Do you have a Hello and welcome to the mic test. I'm made of stardust.
Wow, incredible.
You're made of stardust too.
No, I'm from an alternate universe where everything is made out of pudding, and also I have a really tragic backstory that doesn't match at all with, like, my hair's goofier than the Joel from this universe, you know?
Okay.
Like, my outfit, compared to the subdued colors of this universe, is really, like, outlandish.
Right, I can
weird.
see that, yeah.
It sparkles. But somehow, my backstory doesn't match that at all. It's almost like some kind of a commentary on how, like, the outward appearance of camp hides the true darkness of my universe and timeline. I'm not sure which version of the multiverse we're doing here. Magic spell brought me out of time? Wormhole opened up? Who knows?
If you crawl through a wormhole, it becomes a squirm hole.
I suppose that's true.
A squirm is also a horrifying creation of science. Half squirrel.
Also, if a wormhole is large enough for people to travel through in movies and TV shows, etc., there's not worms that big. Not normally.
No. Maybe we just named it that because we were like, heck, what goes through holes?
What if it was
Why didn't we name it the vole hole?
Because people wouldn't take it seriously. They'd be like, rhyme? In science? No.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
What if
it's
not actually named after the worm animals? What if it's named after Dr. Worm?
Oh, Worm.
Who also invented the worm dance.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, was he a doctor of space physics business, or was he a doctor of dance?
That's what you go into his office, and on the picture's a framed diploma from Harvard that says Space-Time Business Doctorate of Philosophy. Now, welcome to the new company. Welcome to a Company Inc., a business conglomerate. And it is your first day, and here we are joined by some other team members who were hired at the same time. Welcome to the onboarding process. If everyone has a chance to introduce themselves, these five here have introduced themselves as the Tropical Club. They've been acquiesced. That's not the right word. Acquired by the company, and they'll be joining the team today. So, what roles do you think would best fit these five in an office situation, and do they survive the first week?
Songo is absolutely the cute, bubbly intern who just makes everybody coffee and wears really cute sweaters.
Okay, yeah. No one's sure what her, like, official duties are, but she's constantly just giving people coffees if they need them. Okay.
Minori is an executive assistant, and Manatsu keeps calling her a secretary. And Minori says, I am not a secretary, I am an executive assistant. And Manatsu says, it's so great to have my own secretary. And Minori says, I am an executive assistant, and I am not your executive assistant.
She keeps passive-aggressively changing the location of meetings on Manatsu's calendar, so she won't show up on time and it'll look bad. But somehow, through sheer coincidence, she always ends up in the meeting. And Minori's like, very interesting, how did you get here? Did your email tell you to come here? And she'd be like, no, I was just chatting with this nice guy, and, he showed me to the meeting. Turns out we're going to the same meeting. And Minori's just like, that's the president of the company. You cannot just simply talk to him as if he's your friend.
I asked him what his name was, and he said Steve.
Excellent.
Manatsu is in HR.
Okay.
So she just wants to know everybody and know what they're interested in, and she makes sure everybody has little, like, holiday cards with their face on a picture of a cat wearing a Christmas sweater.
Laura is kind of like the Agriketsu type of character where, like, she puts in a bunch of work because if anyone deserves to be head of the company, it's her. But they won't give it to her just based off of, like, her obvious qualifications, so she has to go above and beyond.
It's the mermaid human bigotry again.
Yes!
Mermaids can't be CEOs.
Wonderful. And Asuka, because I feel like it, is just head of the R&R division.
Oh, Oh, okay. I like
she's
that.
She's teaching flamingos to do science. She's using the company funds to start her own nonprofit where she teaches impoverished flamingo children how to do maths and balance a checkbook.
You know what? My office has a single security guard.
Okay.
And I do not know his name, but I say hi to him every time I see him, and he's always very pleasant. He says hi back. But otherwise, I've never seen anyone talk to him. Like, he just walks in big circles around our building. That's why I say hi every time, because, you're doing important work, man. That's Asuka.
That's
what I was going to say.
Okay. And that has been your mic test. Mic test! I just tested Mike, and it turns out Mike is delicious. This is an abbreviated mic test to see if my mic is echoey. My name is Joel.
My name is Kat. Beautiful.
Could you say beautiful again?
Beautiful. Joel, we must remain absolutely still. If you speak, the viewers will hear the currents of air, and they'll be able to find you.
Where's the stand user attacking from? Oh no, there were 2 stand users! One stand user has the power to make all of the cheese in your fridge spoil if you hear this recording.
You know, I can't remember a specific example in previous seasons of JoJo's, but I feel like, there were actually 2 stand users all along is kind of the obvious turn for a battle to take.
Yeah, I don't know why it took them 5 seasons. I mean, the first 2 seasons didn't have stands, so that could be part of it. But I don't know why it took 4 seasons with stands to get to the part with that kind of trickery. I know there were a couple of double battles in Giorno's season, but I think that they kind of knew that they were being attacked by 2 at the same time.
Is that the enemy? I think that's just a regular dude. That's the best scene from that season.
From part 5? Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Also, welcome to the mic test, listeners. I am actually really enjoying Stone Ocean. I wasn't when we were reading the manga, but something about seeing it animated has sparked my interest again, so.
And guess whether I, the grumpy one, have been enjoying this season? The answer is, not really. It's okay.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. What would you say is the best part?
I like the vibe.
Okay.
Now, that's not a very specific response.
Some would say all of JoJo's is just a vibe.
All of JoJo's is just a vibe. I feel like the seasons have become progressively more colorful, and something about the expressions in this season and the way they use colors, like, it just seems really animated. It reminds me, actually, of, is it part 2 that I like?
Part 2 has Joseph.
Yeah.
And then part 4 had Josuke.
See, it reminds me of part 2, but the main, visually, but the main character has the energy of part 4, and part 4 is my favorite part. So if you're only gonna watch one part of JoJo's, watch part 4. I haven't finished Stone Ocean, so maybe I'll change my mind by the end, but I really adore Josuke.
Josuke is really good. Part 4 is a good standalone season. I really like part 2, but it does suffer from, still trying to clearly be a sequel to the first part. And it has lame bad guys and lame side characters. The only thing I like about it is Joseph, honestly. You're
telling me you don't like the buff guy who turns into a unicorn when he unlocks his ultimate power. Is that what you're trying to say right now?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not as charismatic as Dio or the person from part 4. I don't want to spoil that because I don't know how long it takes for them to establish who the actual final bad guy is that season.
That's true.
But that's been your mic test, a review of JoJo's kind of in general.
A really, really fast review of. My name is Kat, and I am real excited to be contributing an enormous clay sculpture for the Trawfest.
No one tell Miki. Watch out.
It's an octopus. I'm coming for you, Miki.
You hadn't said it was an octopus yet. I'm sorry. I tried to contribute to the joke.
Do you want me to try again?
No.
One moment, please, listeners. Do, 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 do. I don't know the hold music that they used to play on old TVs, but you know what I'm doing here.
I'm also going to cut out most of this.
I thought maybe you were going to put in the hold music.
Oh, man. Maybe I should. Hello, and welcome to the mic test. As always, I am Joel.
And I am a Krakens fan. Woo!
Oh, very nice, very nice.
They don't have a team cheer yet, so I can't be like, Kraken whap!
What's cracking with you? Nothing. What's a cracker for?
Oh, tickets are so expensive right now that I'm cracking lacking.
Interesting. Do you think that all of the Tropical Club girls enjoy going to sporting events, or do you think that there's some who just don't get it?
I think Minori doesn't get it, but I think the rest of them have a good time. Like, maybe it's not Sangu or Manatsu's thing, but Manatsu is just excited that other people are excited.
Manatsu, much like someone else, maybe one of the two people speaking on mic right now, doesn't really care about the sports, but cares about the energy that goes into it or whatever.
Totes, exactly. That's what I was imagining.
Sango might really enjoy, like, the face paint, of your team's colors or coordinating outfits type of a thing.
Imagine Sango showing up and she's like completely head to toe decked out, and the other girls have like, a flag, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm gonna cheer on our team.
Yeah, I think you're right that Minori isn't really interested. She and Asuka are the two that know the most about like the rules, like what a touchdown or a field goal is, whereas maybe Laura or Sango might just be like, I don't know. How many points is that worth? 4? 2? I don't know.
Totally. Does Laura like sports, or does she just fantasize about being the best at them?
See, I was thinking she would get mad that she's not the center of attention, so maybe she would look on at, like, the cheerleaders with envy and be like, I wish that I could be them, and that everyone would be praising me for my attention or whatever.
Okay.
Maybe also, could you imagine, this would be kind of funny, imagine if human sports were too barbaric for her. Like, the mermaid and fish people, they do synchronized singing, they do opera and stuff like that, but when she sees, like, a football player tackle another football player, she's just like, oh my god! This is violent!
She is introduced to baseball because, from my understanding, Japan as a country is very interested in baseball in particular. And she doesn't care because it's all about the arms.
Oh, yeah,
It's not
absolutely.
a leggy sport. You showed that girl a soccer game, she'd be like, look at that. Look at them go.
They're using the most important part of their body, their brains. No, and that's been your mic test.
Hello, fellow lost toys, and welcome to...
Cure of the What Now?
Wait, episode 1 of Cure of the What Now?
44. Wait, do you want to start? You're starting it? Okay. But Nagisa and Honoka are able to...
I'm sorry, I tried to hold it in.
Just sneeze when you gotta sneeze, man. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the mic test. I am Joel, and joining me today for the first time is Yin Yin, the energy fairy of Diet Soda.
Yin.
No, I was just saying that's my fairy partner, and then you could have your own fairy partner.
Oh, okay, I thought I was your fairy partner. I don't know enough Japanese words for food. All of the fairies in the new season have names that relate to what they are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll point that out in the main episode. But my energy fairy is the energy fairy of cupcakes.
Cupcakes is pretty good. I thought you were going to go with, like, tea, but we don't have to do drinks. I don't know.
Right. Well, and I would have gone with rice, but it's taken.
That's true.
But, like, I was sitting here like, what do I eat the most? Rice.
You just have an energy fairy of just meats. It's this bear creature just made out of different types of bacon and stuff.
Maybe this is better saved for the episode. You tell me. But the mid-season cure always has something special about them or their power set compared to the regular cures.
Okay.
So all of the regular cures are carbs. Is she going to be meats? Is she going to be something?
Yeah, I have no idea. We could probably discuss that, but it's good that you're saying this now so I can work on it in the back of my mind while we record the rest of the episode. Because we are so far behind in recording, today's mic test will be shorter. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Whoop, whoop. Hello, fellow castle infiltrators, and welcome to...
Cure of the What Now?
Hello, fellow castle infiltrators, and welcome to episode 44 of...
It's episode 45.
Is it fucking goddamn?
That's going to be a fun soundbite. And I am on a boat in a fancy suit, and I sent a dress to a girl that I have no romantic interest in, but I told her to wear it, so...
Are you sure there's no romantic interest there?
We're gonna cut this, but I actually sent her the 15th anniversary PreCure lingerie for her to wear because I have a crush on Cure Black, and I think that she would look great in that. It's a lingerie suit party on my company's boat.
Men get to wear suits, but women are lingerie only. This is not the sort of party you should be inviting your fellow students to, or going to. Save it for college, kids.
Excellent.
I know all that's getting cut, but...
Do you have a discussion question?
So, what I have written down is tropical elements, ? But I actually think, in terms of like a brief pre-episode discussion, this might be a good place to talk a little bit about the new cures for next season. What do you think? Okay.
I don't like that because we are trying to keep all spoiler talk in a specific part of the episode at the very end.
Hello, and welcome to the mic test, where we've been trapped in audio hell for 30 straight minutes.
Wow.
Are you having a good time?
30 straight minutes as opposed to 30 bisexual minutes.
As opposed to 30 minutes interrupted by doing something fun like petting my dog or watching more Jojos.
I see, of course. No, I am not having fun. So, peek behind the curtain for anyone listening to this. My computer updated to Windows 11, and I don't know for sure that that's what changed things, but once we came back to Audacity and recorded our first episode after it had updated, we noticed that the sound quality was slightly off, specifically when one of us kind of like laughed. It would get distorted, and I think it's a noise gate thing. I know just enough to be dangerous, but I couldn't figure out what settings might have been turned on or turned off. And then I just tried restarting the computer, and maybe it's fixed.
I'm hoping it's fixed. If it's not fixed, I'm going to scream.
I think we will try to put out an episode right now as is. And hopefully at some point, one of us will make the other one laugh. That's never happened before, but if we do notice more problems, then I will spend more time debugging it, not on a night when we're recording.
Totally.
You see? Totally separated from all that.
Cool.
Do you have anything you want to talk about other than that?
I really like Mustelids. Ferrets, least weasels, most weasels.
Now, for those who don't know, there is a specific species called least weasel, and they are the smallest of the mustelid family?
They are not only the smallest of the mustelids, they are the smallest true carnivore there is.
Okay, very interesting.
Yes, and they are native to North America, and they are 5 inches long. So, like, if you look at the size of your hand and you've got average hands, imagine a creature.
Just a little, fit in there.
Just a little baby, but it's like evil. It eats brains. I love them so much.
They do look adorable, but when you shared with me that their diets primarily consist of eating brains of other animals, that weirded me out a little bit. That made me be like, maybe nature can keep its scary death weasels.
You know, I wouldn't have a problem with them eating brains if they didn't also hoard corpses.
Yeah,
they're just little freaks.
What if Rocky was in charge of designing a real-life creature? That's what you would get.
What is the least weasel stand?
Big teeth, big chompers, and it just bites things.
Nice.
And that's been your mic test. This is the second mic test. We noticed static in the first test. Shh, this is sound test 2. Notice some static. We're testing again to make sure that the static is gone. Shh.
Over.
My name is Joel. And I didn't prepare one. Hang on. This is probably going to get cut, but I need to think of something. Okay, we watched some fresh episodes. They were about...
some stuff.
Hello and welcome to the mic test. This time the mic is not muted. I don't know how that setting got toggled, but luckily we caught it immediately.
I love that Audacity just does whatever it wants all the time.
I don't think it was Audacity. I think it was the computer itself, but something happened.
Do you think the silence still worked?
Yeah, I retook the silence.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Alright. So, if you were to summon a giant lady to defeat your enemies, and she was inspired by some kind of dance, what type of dance do you think she would perform?
Ballet, maybe? Or tango?
Oh, ballet would be pretty good. Tango would require a PreCure giant man as well to go along with it, I think. I mean, I think it would look a little silly. But I guess
she'd grab the villain.
Oh.
And she'd tango with them, and then
tango to death. And then when they go into the dip, they just
So you think might as well dance a tango to hell. That's Rent.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, is that the Marine song or Maurice or whatever?
Yeah, the Tango Maureen.
Okay, so silly answer. What if it was just the Macarena? Hey, Macarena, and then they explode. I don't know. If I were to summon a PreCure giant lady, I'd want to go with something flamboyant, so like a salsa or like the flamenco or something like that. Mm-hmm. Lots of ruffles on the dress as they shimmy.
Absolutely. Would the final attack be like in this episode where she clapped the butler? Or would they knock them off screen with their giant hips? Or?
Oh my god, I would love a hip check that just throws them into the stratosphere and they explode. So Excellent. I think that's what I would go with.
I think that has been your mic test.
It's always concerning when we're taking silence because sometimes the bar is flat because there's no sound because we're taking silence, but sometimes it's flat because a technical error has occurred.
Is that the case now?
No, I'm seeing some squiggles now that we have started talking.
Oh, good. Excellent. Yes, it's a terrifying moment for us all when we're sitting there wondering if the silence is effective.
Has technology failed us yet again? Will we have to do podcast via smoke signals?
Oh.
And relays or whatever.
Podcast via a series of TikTok videos?
That sounds awful, but I'm too old to enjoy TikTok. So really quickly, I have 2 mic tests. One's real and one is fake. Let's see if you can discern which one is which. Which member of the Tropica Club has the most MILF potential?
Songo.
Have you seen her mom?
Songo strikes me as the type who has a really good skincare routine. And that's the sort of thing where if you don't get on it when you're young, by the time you're in your 20s or 30s and actually care, it's too late. The aging process has already started to destroy you.
All right, fair enough. Now, do you think that was the real mic test question or the fake one?
No, sir. I suspect that was fake. But let me hear the other.
Okay, so I know that the really famous YouTube videos probably take a lot of time and crafting to get the script exactly right. But off the top of your head, off the top of our heads, let's see if we can come up with a couple of jokes that we would put in Tropical Rouge PreCure, but really fast.
All right, well, obviously it starts out with, woo, I'm Minatsu, I'm monkey on a boat. Oh, fuck, drop my lipstick.
Do we have anything similar to the stand stat screen for our characters? Like, do we do like a quick little like, Nanatsu Utsumi, short little blurb?
Yeah, maybe they're PreCure forms.
Okay.
So, Cure Summer, really good at punching.
Okay, I like that.
Oh god, we're being attacked. By who? By depressed people.
So, you could have Laura being like, the human world is overwhelming, and then Manas's like, have some lipstick, and she just throws the lipstick at her, and Laura goes, you're my girlfriend now. The whole horse, I'm here, no you're not, correct. You can do that with Songo, like, I'm having a moment, no you're not, correct.
I was just thinking of Songo, would it be okay if I were a main character? No, okay.
Cure Coral, she looks cute, doesn't really do much. Also a shield.
Oh, that's great. By the way, if you're listening to this, I don't think anybody does listen to these because we don't do Patreon anymore, but if you somehow manage to sneak into our house and open up Joel's computer and listen to this, Jojo's But Really Fast is amazing.
It really, really is. Kat's favorite is part 6, which just came out, I believe. Or no, part 5 that just came out. 6 is the one that just came out on Netflix. I still think that 3 and 4 just cannot be topped in terms of humor.
Oh, 4 is absolutely still my favorite, but I just love the very first, set of lines in part 5.
Oh, okay, yeah. I also like, because there's a couple of stands from that season that people still argue about what they actually do, and there was famous controversy about them being mistranslated or translated poorly so that no one really knew what was happening, and so their stand descriptions are just, no, and, wait, I got it wrong? Whoops.
Yeah, part 5 of JoJo's hot mess. Nobody should watch it.
Wow, hot take here. And that's been your mic test.
Hello, fellow emotionally devastated fans of
Cure of
No.
the what?
That's not where we put the cure of the what now. It's fans of PreCure.
I'm doing some clicks. No, not Wikipedia. I don't want that one. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episodes on Wikipedia. I searched Fresh PreCure. What the hell? Bless you. Bless you.
Okay, I think I'm safe.
You only get 2.